So I came across an interesting article about Christian Watson written by PFF Trevor Sikkema. And in this article, he goes through, discusses Watson, his past season, his rookie year. But then Watson comes in and gives a little bit of insight into Jordan Love, what he thinks about Jordan Love. So I thought it would be interesting to share here. He says this: people need to understand that Love was learning and practicing and in the meeting rooms with a Hall of Fame quarterback each and every day, Watson said. He's his own quarterback, but I'm sure he's taken so many things from Aaron Rodgers. We've seen a lot of flashes of what he can do. It's only going to be put more on display. Everything we've seen so far is only going to be multiplied. We're ready to go out there and ball. We have full confidence in him. So Christian Watson clearly has confidence in Jordan Love. He spent the past year with Love. Lots of the OTAs last year, lots of offseason training last year was with Love and not Rodgers, because Rodgers didn't want to show up to those things last offseason. He trained by himself. But Watson has, I'd say, a pretty good idea of what Jordan Love can be. And one thing Watson mentioned that is one of the reasons, personally, I just have lots of confidence in what Love can be, is the fact that he's been training under Aaron Rodgers for 3 seasons. He's seen exactly what to do, what not to do. And Rodgers has been there pretty much every step of the way to help correct what he maybe was doing wrong in the past, and he's been able to develop into his own quarterback. And one other thing as well that I think goes off of this is from one of Jordan Love's press conferences in the past few weeks, one of the interviews he did with media. He was talking about Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers' game and how he basically wanted to try to take things from Rodgers' game to add to his own game, sort of noting that he's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. He's a different player. He has a different style than a guy like Aaron Rodgers has, but Love himself has been able to take certain characteristics and qualities and fit them into his own game. So I'm really honestly excited to see how Love does that, because I do think he overall is likely more athletic than Rodgers was. Also he's younger, so that helps a ton. But Love is big, strong, fast, has the athletic ability. And so it's going to be interesting to see sort of how he takes the years and years of mentorship under Aaron Rodgers and really translates that to the field. And that's why, of course, there's still all this uncertainty. The question is, will he translate it to the field? Because there have been QBs in good situations. I would argue maybe not a better situation than this, at least when it comes to the guy you've been learning behind. But there have been players in the past who were in a somewhat good situation and didn't really make the most of it. But everything right now seems to be sort of moving in Love's favor. I guess maybe one of the only concerns or question marks, which there are a good amount, but one of them is the receiver room here. Is it enough for Love to succeed? There is lots of young talent. The question is, are they going to be able to produce quickly? And I think that having Watson, at least Watson now got to have a year with Aaron Rodgers, so he's not having to, learn things on the fly now. He learned sort of how to operate as a rookie last season, same with Romeo Doubs, Samori Toure. And so Watson definitely has a good chance to be, he is probably going to be the top receiving threat here in Green Bay. And so it comes down to Love's play and can they get that connection going. But Christian Watson sounds very confident in Love. He sounds, confident in the fact that he learned from Rodgers. He's going to implement what Rodgers taught him and, sort of continue that going forward. Plus, we've barely seen anything of Jordan Love outside of a few practice clips, outside of, the snaps he took in Philly last year, the snaps he took in Kansas City. But guys like Christian Watson see him day in and day out on the practice field facing off against the defense. And so they probably have a much better idea of the potential Jordan Love has than us fans do, just because we haven't seen it day in and day out. But Christian Watson sounds confident. So hopefully this all goes great as the season comes around, but I wanted to share that little excerpt from Christian Watson. But if you guys want to stay up to date with all Packers news, feel free to subscribe. I also have a Packers email newsletter where I cover the Packers, lots of different things over there. If you want to sign up for that, you can click the link in the description down below, enter your email, and then you'll be signed up for that. But that's all I have for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.